Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Spyro Reignited Trilogy Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Spyro is ready to go, yet again. And going he needs to do, because we're not done yet. Hi Blue Sparks. But like I was trying to say, we need to go, because even though we did get started here in Sunny Beach, the turtle world of Avalar you might say, we are still not done here. There's a couple of invaders here that are actually trying to steal the baby turtles, and that's something we don't agree with. As a fellow reptile, we are going to take the side of the turtles and help them. We are almost there, by the way. This is actually the final door. As you can see, the baby turtles are hanging around here. Not sure what they're doing, but they're smart enough to realize where they need to go, so... Oh, and there's also a mission up here, but...
Hello, young one. There's a chef up at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our turtles. Maybe you could climb up there and stop him?
Yeah, like I said, but... The two orb missions that are up here is something we cannot get yet. We need to come back to this stage later. Backtracking the moment we learn how to climb. Not just for a couple of gems, but we also need to learn how to climb, because we still need two orbs here. And therefore the final thing we are able to do in this stage is get these gems, the final ones that we're able to get, and then grab the talisman. And that is all we can do in here for now. This should be all of them. I don't see any anymore on the water. I'm going to assume we are done with them. The pressure switch is all the way up there, so we need to push this guy. Either bump into him or flame him. Both of them will indeed make this guy walk. That will open up the final door, getting these guys to safety. And let's talk to the king in order to get our reward.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
Talisman received. Baby turtle sitting successful. And since this is the final thing we can do, we are immediately also going to take this exit portal. Let's see how this stage will actually finish off. Well, it seems peace has returned to this place. And I don't think we have to worry about belly flopping with these turtles. Their scaly skin should be thick enough in order to make sure they don't feel it too much. Summer Forest. There's not a whole lot we can do in there. So I think our next goal is immediately going towards the next stage. World number 5. Looking at my notes, that is going to be Hurricos. That is not one of my favorite stages in this game, by the way. Did not really like that one the first time I played this game. I hope I remembered where everything is. I do have my notes telling where the orb missions are, but that's about it when it comes to my notes in this game. Actual locations and where to find all of the gems is of course not on there. And I can remember that actually was quite a problem in this stage. It is time for Hurricos. The storm level, you might say. It is definitely an interesting and challenging place. Perhaps we're even able to finish it off already in this episode. I should be able to. Because of the way the stages work in this game compared to the first one, they are of course a lot longer, so doing 1 or 2 in one episode is no longer a thing in this game. But sometimes they should be short enough that I can do an entire stage in one episode. Let's try to do that here. More invaders. This blue guy over here appears to be one of the original inhabitants. And it seems we're going to have to deal with electricity yet again. Only this time even more so. The original nerdy inhabitants of this world are also being invaded. Let's see what is up here.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields.
Force fields, huh?
I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Well, your eyesight is not the problem, I think. You're just wearing some glasses that makes you unable to see. Doesn't look too healthy, that kind of a glasses. But anyway, his words were true. We need to collect diodes. They look like this. And the moment we have them, we can actually input them in these force fields, which will happen automatically. And that will shut them off. And that is going to be our way to traverse this stage. Remember, of course, it's not going to stay easy. From this point on, we actually need to collect more than one before we're allowed to continue. Oh yeah, of course, the robot is metal, so you will need to charge. Oh, and also remember to take out all of these mills. It's going to be required for a skill point. Or might also be an achievement. Allow me to verify that quickly. Yeah, it's a skill point. All windmills. Sometimes I doubt whether one of these side missions, quote-unquote side missions, is a skill point mission or an achievement. Ow! Hey, come on, that's not fair! Whatever happened to invincibility frames in video games? I demand invincibility frames! Let's get some father in that case, because Sparks is getting hurt. Because of those 2 cheap hits. Here's another windmill at least. I don't see any diodes up here, so... Could try to jump to that ledge over there. I see some more gems over there. Getting up here we cannot. That's something for later. You die. Here's the second one. Windmill. And that should be everything. At least what we can reach for now. Let's go open up the 2 gates. Although... allow me to check that island quickly. I should be able to get there already. Yeah, I think I can. Oh. I'm not sure why I did not fall there. I was not supposed to stay alive over there. Yeah. That was everything. Yeah, some of these ledges sometimes can be a bit confusing. Some of them you can only reach from higher ledges for later on. Here's Zoe, who's going to save my game again. Luckily not say anything. Alright, sir. Die, please. Diode. Not sure how many I need, but probably 2 again. Might also be 3. Power up here, I see. 18 we need. And it looks like the power up is going to be required for this. I see a windmill, but no way to destroy it. At least we are not able to with our own strength. Power up is going to be required. And if I remember correctly, that's going to be supercharge again. You'll see that the moment we kill 18 enemies. This time we need to kill 18. 6 more, therefore. Make sure we get all of the gems around here. And all of the windmills, of course. The ones we can destroy, at least. And make our way to the first orb mission. That's going to be around the corner here. The section on the east part of the map. It's going to be dedicated to 1 orb mission. Another windmill. We'll pop the crack open. Now let's go climb this section. And make our way east. Jump into this tunnel over here. Oh, what was that? It looked big, and it also looked fast. Let's see what we need to do.
Ah, these gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
Mission: replace the lightning stones. Catch the thieves. Difficulty hard. Well, I don't remember this being that hard, but in order to collect the lightning stones and put them back in the generator, we first need to take out all of these gear grinders. As you can see, the lightning orbs are already lying around on the ground over here for us to input in the generator. But the problem is all these gear grinders are going to keep respawning and take them out again. So the best way to take care of this is just kill all of them first and then start focusing on the lightning stones. Usually they will actually spawn on opposite sides of each other. So the moment you take one out in the south, the next one will appear on the northern section. That's usually how it works. So just keep running in circles from south to north, taking them out the moment you find them. Also try to face them in the opposite direction, of course. Otherwise you'll be running after them for half an hour and not catch up with them. Just meet them in the opposite direction. Make sure not to miss them, of course. Take them out that way. The first time I played this mission, I did try to input the lightning stones already, but it actually took forever. At some point I was like, hey, didn't I already do this one? And then found out the moment they're still running around, they will actually indeed take out the lightning stones. So you're not able to complete the mission if these guys are still running around, unless you're really fast. But that I was not able to do. Yeah, this is the best bet. Nice, he's going to run around the edge. Therefore we can launch you off the wall. It's always funny to try to launch them into the water below. Let's see if I can do that with the final one too. Yeah, bye! That takes care of all of the enemies at least. So now we can fully focus on getting the generator running again. Try to find lightning stones everywhere. Shouldn't be too difficult to find, they are lying around everywhere. And then put them on these pedestals to reactivate them. I'm not sure how many there are in total, but at least 8 of them, because I can already see 4 of them in this section, at least. Here's another one. Let's see if we can find some more in this section. That is 4. Here in the south, there's also a couple, of course. 5. Well, it looks like there's only 6 of them. The southern section is a bit smaller than the northern one. Oh, no, there's still more. 7. Ooh, there still is 8. Where is number 8? I thought the section was a bit smaller and therefore there would be a bit less locations to input the orbs, but apparently there is still a number 8. Oh, it's not even in this section, it seems. This one? Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, that was it. 8 locations, remember that.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
Ooh, it's an orb. And not a green lightning stone. These guys actually get these things from everywhere. Everybody has an excuse of why they have one. And that was the first orb mission, at least. There's going to be 2 more. Both of them are going to be involving the same mission, you might say. More about that later. First we need to continue in the stage. And that takes care of that. Final room of the stage. There should be 1 more gate that we need to open. One that actually leads to the talisman. Yeah, right over there. Probably need to start looking over here. Robot, I don't trust you. That's one way to take care of enemies. Both need a separate way to kill. Charging into an enemy and immediately pressing the flame button afterwards. Yeah, let's not forget about the windmill, of course. Don't need the health. Just do it the other way around this time. Flame and then charge. 1400 gems. Final couple of enemies. We do have enough in order to activate the supercharge already. Oh, achievement. Defeat every robot in the level. Oh, yeah. Of course. Did not remember that one. But I can also understand why I did not put that one on my notes. That one you pretty much always get automatically. See, that's what you get. I don't put something on my notes and immediately I don't even know it exists. But no matter. I had a good reason not to put it on my notes. That one was not that hard to get. Speaking of hard to get, we also need to take care of the final couple of windmills, of course. Just remember, we can enter it from both directions. If we go from here or here, it will both activate it. And that's what we need to use in order to traverse the level and find ourselves a couple of neat little secrets. First one being a button hidden behind one of the unbreakable, the quote-unquote unbreakable windmills. And that will slow down the ventilators in these rooms. Of course, we need to slow them down a bit more, otherwise we're still not able to get on top of them. And this we also need to break open, of course. Next I need to look for that other one. In fact, there's also going to be one in the other room. We need to hit all of those switches. It's going to be required for the final orb mission. Or missions, I must say. We need to actually turn off these vents. Because in a moment we're going to be running across them. However, there's also a couple in the other room, so charge, enter the other room, try to find where we need to hit them. They're over here actually, so should have actually looked where they are first and then started running. And that would have worked a bit better. Now I know I need to go right over here. Hit this first button. And that will slow them down, but not fully deactivate them. There's one more. And that one is not per se for a button, but we still need to break it open. Because that's going to be our ticket to get to the higher ledges. Bit difficult to do because we need to take a sharp turn over here. Might actually take a couple of tries. This one's not easy to get. There we go. Sharp turn, successful. And now let's go initiate the 2 final orb missions.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
Mission: glide over to the factory. Difficulty normal. Difficulty would be very hard if you tried to do this with the fans still on. Even though I'm pretty sure it's impossible. If you try to jump on the fans while they're still going, it will actually get knocked off. It will actually blow you away. I'm pretty sure it's not even possible to try it the moment they're going full speed. Only once they're going at their slowest, only then we're able to get on top of them. Alright, this is the first one. Let's see if we can find a couple of gems around here. Well, not a whole lot of them, but we do need all of them, so... Next we need to go towards the other room. Try to jump on these platforms. And try to time that correctly. Not be an idiot like me. And actually jump here blindly. That was dumb. Just take a good look on how these things actually move. 2 of the platforms we actually need to stand on. The other one is just there to try to push us off or block us. So for that one we don't want to wait. And that will complete part 1 of this mission.
Spyro, you have done well so far. You can have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me.
First orb received.
The next glides get tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the action button during a glide to hover and get extra height. Remember to press the action button when you're very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
Mission: glide and hover across the fan blades. Difficulty very hard. Last time was already pretty difficult. With all of the narrow jumps we needed to make, but this time the hover is also going to be required because these fans are too far away. Therefore we need to really make sure we know how to jump by this point and how to glide. And most of all, how to hover. This is our ultimate test of jumping. Still not too difficult to do. The game does call it very hard, but if I need to be honest, no, it's not very hard. It's only going to be annoying the moment you fall. Therefore... Skill point, hello? Oh, here it still comes. Not sure why the delay was there, but... Anyway.
Spyro, help! The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy in there.
You're really going to stay out of there because it's too noisy for you? Right, nothing over there. This we need to shut off. Apparently that's difficult to do if you don't like the sound.
Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can have it if you want.
Then perhaps that was the problem. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be stuck between the gears. All orbs collected. But not 100% in the stage quite yet. I did miss a couple of gems, I see. Those shouldn't be a problem, because I have a hunch they're going to be located right at the end, where the talisman also is. There are still a couple of pots in here, and that should be the final ones. Let's hope for the best, that I don't have to go back into the stage and start looking. And I do not! Those were indeed the final ones.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
Talisman, thank you. Completing the stage 100%. And it is time for us to move back home. See how the gear grinders get definitively defeated. Ooh, diode, nice. Ooh, traps even nicer. These guys know what they're doing. And I also know what I'm doing. I'm going to finish off this episode. 20 minutes have been reached. Thank you all for watching. Next time, the next stage in Summer Forest. Treecks out.